What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 3 Millionaire Maker.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
Okay guys, this is for the Millionaire Maker slate, which is the Sunday main slate at 1 p.m. Oh, and stick around to the very end of this video. After I show you all my picks in the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll show you these players in DraftKings and in FanDuel, the Millionaire Maker slates. There'll be 2 spots open that you have to fill in, but you'll have a great Millionaire Maker core. Okay guys, my Week 3 Millionaire Maker quarterback is Dak Prescott from the Dallas Cowboys playing the Miami Dolphins, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. Dak Prescott has already scored 29 and 36 fantasy points in his first 2 games, averaging 32.5 fantasy points per game on the season. He's getting 4 to 5 rush attempts per game. He's only $6,500 DraftKings salary. He's $1,900 more on FanDuel, and he's projected at 23.6 fantasy points here in Week 3. So I know some people are going to be worried about a blowout script in Miami where Dak is just going to hand the ball off. I think there will be a blowout, but I think Dak Prescott is going to score plenty of fantasy points while they run up the score. He can get it done in the air, on the ground. He could break one for an 80-yard touchdown, throw a couple of touchdown passes, 250 yards, and have a fantastic fantasy day without going too crazy. And if the Dolphins somehow manage to keep this game even remotely close, Dak Prescott should have an outstanding fantasy Week 3. So I like Dak Prescott with one of the best matchups on the slate here versus the Miami Dolphins. Okay, my Week 3 Millionaire Maker running back is Aaron Jones from the Green Bay Packers playing the Denver Broncos, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 12th most fantasy points to opposing running backs. Aaron Jones scored 28 fantasy points last week off of 23 rush attempts and 6 pass targets. He was on the field for 59% of the snaps and touches the ball 53% of that time, so tons of usage when he's on the field. Aaron Jones is $6,100 DraftKings salary and only $800 more on FanDuel. I think that's a great price on both sites. He's projected at 15.7 fantasy points here in Week 3. This is a home game for Aaron Jones. Aaron Rodgers was hot last week, and the Denver Broncos look awful. I think the Green Bay Packers handle the Denver Broncos fairly easily this week, and they're going to use Aaron Jones to grind into that clock. So I like Aaron Jones here versus the Denver Broncos. I wanted to give you ownership projections along with these picks. So let me go back to Dak Prescott real quick. He's projected at 10% ownership. And then for Aaron Jones at running back, he's also projected right around 10% ownership. So no super chalky plays yet. Let's see if we can finish out this core without dipping into the chalk.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And then we'll send you $100 PayPal.
So it's that easy,
and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video.
So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, my Week 3 Millionaire Maker wide receiver, it's going to be Larry Fitzgerald from the Arizona Cardinals playing the Carolina Panthers, who've got a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're also middle-of-the-pack defending opposing wide receivers. Larry Fitzgerald has scored 18 and 28 fantasy points in his first 2 games of the season, averaging 23.4 fantasy points off of 11 and 13 pass targets. So he's plenty involved in this offense. He's been on the field for 95% of the snaps, touching the ball 17% of that time. He's only going to be about 5% owned, so this is a low ownership play with what looks to be pretty good history here in Week 1 and 2. These are the things you want to see. Over 10 pass targets a game, averaging 23.4 fantasy points a game, I think he may regress a little bit from those numbers, but he could easily go out there and put up another 20 burger. He's projected at 14.5 fantasy points here in week 3. He's only 5,100 DraftKings salary and 800 more on FanDuel. So I like that price on both sites. This is a home game. This guy's been hot. He's trying to prove to people that the age 36 isn't slowing him down, and he's done a great job so far through 2 weeks of the season. So I like Larry Fitzgerald here versus the Carolina Panthers. Real quick guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL, MLB is still going, NBA is right around the corner. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, moving on to the tight end position. My millionaire maker tight end is Greg Olson from the Carolina Panthers versus Larry Fitzgerald's team, the Arizona Cardinals, who have the 4th worst defense overall and have given up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing tight ends. Greg Olson has scored 20 and 8 fantasy points in the first 2 weeks of the season, averaging 13.8 fantasy points per game. He's got 9 pass targets in both of his games. It looks like he's going to be around 11% owned, so no major chalk here. He's been on the field for 88% of the snaps, and he's touched the ball 14% of that time. Those are excellent numbers for the tight end position. Lots of usage, 9 targets a game. He's projected at 11.2 fantasy points here in week 3, and he's still only 3,700 DraftKings salary. 2,400 more on FanDuel. I like running Greg Olson back if you're going to play Larry Fitzgerald. It could be a shootout between these two teams. Cam's trying to get his groove. He's been playing poorly, so look for Greg Olson to continue to be Cam Newton's safety blanket. And if the Panthers do break out of their funk this week, you got Larry Fitzgerald on the other side, who's just going to be stacking up the fantasy points. So I like Greg Olson here versus the Arizona Cardinals.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video.
You've unlocked the bonus content. Okay, we're going to build these Millionaire Maker lineups in our lineup optimizer that we have over here on Draft Dashboard. We've got DraftKings selected, and we've got the main slate, the 13-game Millionaire Maker slate on Sunday, loaded up here, and we've got our Millionaire Maker core locked in. So now anytime you generate a new lineup, it's going to use those 4 players that we just went over. We've got Dak Prescott, Aaron Jones, Larry Fitzgerald, and Greg Olson locked into this lineup. So I want to show you how to upgrade a player. You click the drop-down box right under the player's name. So we're going to upgrade Devin Singletary. He's only projected to be 1% owned. We've got 2,000 salary left to play with. So let's upgrade this guy. So I've marked Marlon Mack as a player of interest, and he fits into this lineup nicely here at 5,800 DraftKings salary. So I've loaded in Marlon Mack, and you can see we're at 49,500 DraftKings salary. We have 500 salary remaining. So let's see who we can upgrade at our flex position. I like Austin Eckler at the flex position, going with the 3 running back look. So this lineup has Dak Prescott, Marlon Mack, Aaron Jones, Larry Fitzgerald, Amari Cooper, Nelson Aguilar, Greg Olson, Austin Eckler in the Cowboys defense. That Cowboys defense could go crazy versus Miami Dolphins this week. You got Amari Cooper stacked with Dak Prescott, so I like the way this lineup is built. I'm going to save this lineup, and we can access this saved lineup from our My Saved Lineups page and export it to DraftKings whenever we're ready to play it. Okay, let's take a look at FanDuel. Okay, here we are on FanDuel with our Millionaire Maker core loaded in. We've got them locked into place here, so every lineup we generate is going to include these 4 players. So you can see here, if we randomize our lineup, you're going to see the 4 locked players here: Dak Prescott, Aaron Jones, Larry Fitzgerald, and Greg Olson. So this lineup gave us 600 salary left over. Let's see if we want to make any upgrades. Although I do like Carlos Hyde, I think he might be a little too risky of a play this week. So I'm going to come down from Keenan Allen to open up some salary. So let's go with the big playmaker Tyler Lockett from the Seattle Seahawks. Now we've got a little more salary to work with. So when we click the drop down box here, we're going to see all the players that we can afford with our salary. We could go right up to Austin Eckler. Let's see who we have at the other positions. They all look pretty good. We could upgrade our defense here, but I like leaving a little money on the table. This lineup leaves $200 left over, and we've got Dak Prescott, Austin Eckler, Aaron Jones, Amari Cooper, Larry Fitzgerald, Tyler Lockett, Greg Olson, Marlon Mack, and the Colts defense. Matt Ryan was throwing picks left and right last week, so the Colts defense could capitalize on a shaky Atlanta team. Plenty of ways to go. You can optimize as many lineups as you want. When you like the lineup, you click save, and you can export it from your My Saved Lineups page. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.